Hey guys, welcome to the channel and welcome to the tutorial. In this one, we're going to go over how to make your mesh object create other objects. Very simple process. I'll just go into edge select. I'll grab these two edges and hit Control B. I just want to add some shape to this. Go to face select, hit Shift D, pull that off, P to separate by selection. Go back to object mode so I can get this. And I'm just right click dropping because I'm on a right click select. If you're not, you go under key maps, right click. If you're the context menu type and you need the context menu, you can do that. But because I have the hard surface toolbox, I don't really need the context menu. And plus it's got a plethora of other options in it, as you can see. It pretty much entails all the little nitpicky things you'd have to go search for. And then you can hit N to get rid of it if you're modeling. So it's fun. Go pick that up on my Gumroad. I've actually got a free version that does about half of this. And then, of course, the for pay version that can do a lot more, and it's going to be upgraded a lot more. So now if you scale this, it's on the original origin. So I'll just hit origin to geo. If you don't know how to do that, go to Object, Set Origin, Origin to Geo right here. Now I can scale this. It acts just like a shrink wrap modifier. Go into Face Select. I can extrude it out. Cool. Now for something else, like maybe I wanted to say cut a boolean in, and I'll just take up a side view. I'm going to pull up the Carver tool. If you don't have that, you can, you don't have this invoke button. Control Shift X will bring it up, and if nothing's happening, it means you don't have it turned on. It's a free hard surface modeling add-on built right into Blender. Just type in Carver, click it on, then Control Shift X. Boom. I'll hit spacebar twice to put it circle, and then I'll hit X a few times to bring this up, like probably about 90 on the resolution. Looks good. And then I'll hover this here and hold down Alt, and then left click to place that. Now, if I want to get rid of that shading, I'll just click the Auto Shade, Auto Smooth. Gets rid of everything very nicely. Now, if I wanted this region, this is pretty cool looking, so I could grab this. Make sure I don't grab anything else. Shift D, and you can always pull it apart and then right click drop it to make sure you got what you want. P, separate by selection. Go back to object mode, grab it. And this one's going to need a solidify, but I guarantee you it's on the origin point. So I'm going to snap the origin and then put the solidify on. I'll click even thickness, hold down shift, and kind of bring this out just a touch. Okay, that was a touch too much. There we go. I like it. Now if I apply the modifier, it's real mesh, so keep that in mind. And now I want to scale this on the Y just a little bit, something like that. Now I want to add a little bit of pizzazz to this thing, so I'll go into edge select, and I'll grab this edge, and I want to add a little bevel, like a little chamfer to this to kind of just set it off. And I like how that looks cool. But I don't have it over here. Who knows? Maybe I forgot to do it. I'll grab the toolet, and let's see if I'm on positive to negative Y. Boom. There we go. So now that chamfers over there as well. And this mirror editing is super cool. If you don't have it, it's like a mirror symmetrized with positive, negative. So it does the symmetry and the mirroring combined, and that's in the hard surface toolbox. And it takes advantage of the auto mirror apply. So you don't have a modifier. And another cool thing it does, if you come back out, it creates a symmetry line, which is effectively the exact same thing as clipping. So if I go to mirror and turn on clipping, this is the same setup, only it's automatic. You don't have to do anything. So, we're all busy. And because that's applied, all you have to do is hit X and then dissolve that edge if you don't want it there. And I may automate that process at some point as well. And then, of course, we can come back here. We can grab this. And I actually don't want that whole edge. So let's just do Control, right-click here, and then Control. You know what? I don't think everybody can see this very well. Let's see. What if I choose something like that? It's hard to see that selection, and this is the shortest path. If you just Control right click, it'll just select what you want, and then Control B. I can kind of bring this bevel a little closer to this one, but I still want that shadowed definition. And I got something funky here. It's probably because that wasn't selected. Let's see if we can fix that. Why is that thing wrinkling up on me? There's a little tiny There's a little tiny cut there. No big deal. I'll go ahead and pull that up. You know what? I don't want that loop there, so I'm going to have to do a little correction. I'll hide that. I'll bring this back. And I want to hit X and to solve that edge out of there. That is going to destroy my efforts. So now, Control right click there, Control B. That looks a little better, but I've got the same situation at the bottom, I think. That's interesting. This should be working. Okay, I'm overlapping just a touch. Not a big deal. I hit Alt-H to bring all that back, and it still looks good. And now I can come over here, and it should be the same setting, so I can just symmetrize that. And who knows, maybe you don't want to symmetrize it, you know, so it can be an option. You can also do the classic old school style mirror modifying. And so there you go. There's a few ways you can kind of change some things and make this look a little bit different. And I'll add two more final touches to this. I just want to go ahead and bevel this edge. It looks like there's a little bit of an issue here. So I go into Vertex Select, and I'll make sure to turn on Auto Merge. And it looks like if I just grab this vert, double tap G, and bring it up to where the bevel is, we're good. And then I've got this one here. I could probably just dissolve this as an edge without hurting anything. All right, so that looks pretty good. I don't see that problem at the bottom. I will go ahead and tool it to the other side, so that looks nice. Now come in here, edge select. I do want to get rid of that symmetry line. I'll go over to face select, grab this, double tap I, hold down shift, and I just want to inset this a little bit. And I think I extrude faces along normals, just a touch inside, just to give it a little bit more definition. There you go. There's just a few little tips and tricks to kind of make things look a little bit better. Hope this was helpful. If it was, go ahead and smash that subscribe and smash that like button on the way out. See you guys in the next tutorial lesson.